Welcome. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Here's Sarr, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight, you gotta like Sarr.
Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jordan misses. And Washington with possession. And here's Davis. Kicks it to George. Pass to Davis. There's the drive. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise-low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He is aware of the amount of disruption that Marcus Smart can bring to an offense. He said, you can't attack him in pick and rolls and go at him in ISO, so we'll have to keep his assignment moving and run him ragged when he's on defense. Sounds like it'll be a busy day for Smart. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Back to Coulibaly. Pass to George. Now Davis. Here's the teardrop. No good on the shot. Tipped. And so DeRozan will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Searching for their first points of the game. Again, the miss by the Kings.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
This is foul. Baron Davis. First personal foul. First team foul.
Wizards on D. Here's Jordan.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And another miss by Sacramento. That one drops for him.
Now, that's about amazing quickness. How about Marcus Smart's ability to beat everybody up the floor with that burst?
Here's Jordan. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
And Washington making a change here. Here's Davis. And he makes it on the layup.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the opening quarter. Here's Coulibaly. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Coulibaly's got 5 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
From deep, Jordan. Washington with a rebound.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
And there's the screen. Pass to Sarr. The 3 ball. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Outside, Levine. On the wing, Levine. From deep, Jordan. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
Pass to Sarr. And he banks in the layup. He's got 7.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Sabonis outside. A shot to stop the run. And another miss by Sacramento.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Davis. They set a pick. Smart with the ball. Covered by Jordan. On the drive, Smart. Misses in close. Kings trail by 16. DeRozan for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Boy, that could have been an empty possession, but Sabonis hustle on the glass, turns it into a couple of points.
Here's Coulibaly. The floater. Can't connect from short range. And so it's the Washington Wizards up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back to the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Wizards.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Poole. Oh, DeRozan with the block. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And it's Poole with the ball for Washington. At one point, they led by 16. Three-pointer, Kispert. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Left side, Davis. Sweet little floater. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Sacramento making a change here. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. And yep, it's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Washington leading by 7. Outside Davis. Down low. Here's Sarr. Outside for Davis. To the middle. And down it goes. Dunk Ripped it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Ellis. Valanciunas sets a screen. They get it again. The shot that time not on target. Outside Davis. And here in the second quarter. Of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Sacramento calls timeout. So both teams changing it up here. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
B.A., I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Knocks it loose. Ooh, stolen by Fultz. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I love the anticipation from Markelle Fultz. Get out and run after a steal. That is nicely done.
And that one's good. Middleton.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Crowder. Fires for three. Drops in the three. Crowder's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Will grant the Kings one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Crowder outside. Back to Fultz. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer. And another Sacramento three.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Here's Poole. Oh, Poole so slippery inside.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And the basket by Monk.
Well, we know Markelle Fultz can get cooking on the offensive end, but his responsibility to get the guys around him involved, nicely done.
And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. Kings trail by 6. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Fultz. Valanciunas with it. And stolen by Middleton.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Fultz scanning the floor. Back to Valanciunas. Takes the three. And another Sacramento three. Gets it off. Can't get it to drop. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Wizards out in front, leading by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And it's Fultz with the ball for Sacramento. It's a 5-point game. Right wing. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the game here. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Pass to Sabonis. DeRozan outside. Now here's Jordan. Clock at 6. Here's Sabonis. This is the jumper from the wing.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. George, left side. George draws the double. Pass to Smart. Back to Davis. Smart outside. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Davis. "18 feet out. He can't get it to go."
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything is working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Outside Davis. From downtown. Washington again can't hit.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Pass to Jordan. For the lead. And the layup is good. Jordan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Washington trailing. Coulibaly with it. Pass to Middleton. Kicks it out to Smart. And Smart nails the triple.
Yeah, he's so much fun to watch. Smart hit that corner three, and his teammates and coaches are all about it.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Coulibaly. Monk covers. And here's Smart. Outside Davis. 5 to shoot. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. There's the three. Great D that time from Murray. And so here's Sacramento. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Pick by Murray. On the wing, Murray. 4 on the clock. Murray! Good from way out.
The main role of Murray offensively, hit those threes, spread out that defense.
The drive by Poole. They double him with Crowder. Here's Carrington. Hey, from long range.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Murray takes flight.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Now here's Poole. Pass to Kispert. Now Poole fires the three. Washington again can't hit.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Valanciunas. Here's Ellis. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Will it go? Shot's good by Carrington. Carrington's got 5.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
11 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Kicks it to George. From deep, Sarr. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Washington with the ball. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Kicks it out to Smart. Pass to Sarr. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Coulibaly. Middleton with it. Off the mark there with a 3. Now Jordan. Sabonis outside. From deep three-point range. Knocks it down from distance. And the Kings lead by 7.
Don't sleep on the big man now. Domantas Sabonis can be effective in catch and shoot.
Pass to Sarr. It's Smart on the wing. Here's Sarr from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Sabonis. DeRozan left side. Sabonis outside. Now Jordan. Going inside. Oh, wow! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
3 points.
Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Ellis. Pass to DeRozan. The 3 is up. And the Kings with another 3.
But DeMar DeRozan from range. Look out, folks. This guy was built to score.
Last quarter of play. About 2 minutes in now. Middleton outside. To the wing, right side. From deep, Sarr. And the Wizards with another 3.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Davis. Here's Coulibaly. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Sabonis outside. Wide open look. Rebound Washington.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Outside Levine. Pass to Jordan. DeRozan looks it over. That's tipped. Smart with the ball. Picked up by DeRozan. Here's Coulibaly. Finished off the break. Now just a 2-point Kings lead.
Well, it's just outstanding distribution from Marcus Smart, keeping his eyes peeled in order to find his guys in their spots.
Pass to Jordan. Outside Levine. Back to Jordan. Over Smart. Jordan misses.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Back to to Davis. It's Middleton on the wing. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
The clutch shots seem to be more and more frequent for Middleton. You can see why they have so much confidence in him.
Pass to Levine. .103 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. DeRozan the screen. Shot clock at 3. To snap the cold streak. Sarr pulls it in. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. The Wizards making a switch here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Pass to Sabonis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kispert.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Takes one from 10 feet. Jordan misses.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Yeah, you know, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Wizard substitution.
And that's an intentional foul.
Chris Middleton. Kings foul. Michael Jordan.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Second team foul.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Timeout call, Sacramento. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Now, it's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And so here's Sacramento. Pass to Jordan. They need this. Money.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Yeah, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Baron Davis.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game. And here's Jordan. So it's Washington picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd